Is there a shortcut to a successful trading journey? Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is James Pakion and you are watching Pakion FX. Today I am back to discuss with you guys a video on the topic, is there a shortcut to a successful trading journey? Okay, so I know it's not many people out here who really want to go through the whole process of trading for quite a bit of time, you know, getting to understand the charts and understanding what it's all about, and eventually making it or rather becoming a successful forex trader. So what do these guys end up doing? So we are going to discuss three things which are being offered out here. I'm not going to judge them. I'm just going to tell you the advantages and the disadvantages. It's up to you to decide. Okay, so we are not here to judge, because I'm sure I don't want this to come out as if I'm trying to attack anyone, because ideally what we are going to discuss here is actually being offered by some of the forex traders. So yeah, let's just get straight into the video and then you be the judge of it. Okay, so number one, which ideally I term as a shortcut, but the trading bots. So what are trading bots? Trading bots are basically programs that run on your MetaTrader. It could be, most of them actually made for the MetaTrader that runs on your PC, but I have seen some of these so-called forex traders coming up with trading bots that can actually run on the MetaTrader that is installed on your iOS device or your Android device. So a trading bot, basically it executes trades based on certain criteria that has been set by the person who actually has developed the trading bot. You can do it yourself. There are plenty of tutorials out there, and actually there are also a lot of trading bots being sold. So it's up to you to decide. So trading bots, what advantages do trading bots have? So first of all, trading bots, they allow the person who has bought them to spend a little less time on the charts. Okay, so they don't need to do the analysis, because ideally the trading bot is going to do that for them. Not even the analysis per se, but the trade. So based on what that guy has said, so if for example a particular currency pair or an index gets to a certain price, then ideally that trading bot is supposed to sell or do this or do that. So ideally it takes off the pressure from the person who's using it from overstaying on the charts, because ideally for a normal forex trader like me, I need to actually stay on the charts, mark out my zones and time my trades. But for a person who is using a trading bot, they ideally don't have to do that, so they can spend their time doing something else rather than being on the charts, and you do less management. So I think that's the second advantage. You do less trade management because the trading bot is doing all that for you. Some trading bots actually just copy trades from the person who has created them, and then they execute based on what he has done. So you don't even have to do anything. You just have to let the bot do its thing. But what are the disadvantages of having a trading bot? So number one, first of all, most of these trading bots don't work. That's a fact that is out there. You're probably going to end up losing most of your money by blowing multiple accounts, because especially if you're funding with small amounts like $50, $100, you probably are going to blow. So you find that people who run these trading bots probably have quite a big account, so that it can account for the buffer. So you find that these guys probably have a $10,000+ account. So yeah, so trading bots most of the time actually don't work. They end up blowing plenty of accounts. So if you're a beginner trader, please just stay away from the trading bots. Number two, which is a disadvantage, I think that is really related to the trading bot, you're not a trader. If you're using a trading bot, then ideally you're not going to hone your skills to become a trader. If this program is doing everything for you, then that means that you're probably going to spend less time on the charts. You probably don't even know why certain trades are being taken, if for example this trading bot is the one that does copy trading. So all these factors really make you what will I say, you're just here to make money. You're not really a forex trader, so you cannot term yourself as a forex trader. You're not going to become a forex trader, okay? And if really you're into this thing, you have to put your time and your attention and really try to develop your skill in this thing, okay? So the number 2 thing, which I want to term as a shortcut, but I wouldn't really say are signals. So what are signals? Signals basically refers to taking trades that have been called by another more experienced trader who is actually offering the signal service, okay? So there are plenty of traders out there who have marketed themselves as really profitable traders. So what they do, they start these VVIP groups, or they add people based on a particular fee. So if, for example, you're the one who is paying, like, there's a package for $20, you probably get like 3 signals a week. People who have paid $100 subscription probably get like I don't know, 10 trades a week. So signals, in my opinion, and this really is relative, I'm saying this from my opinion, I'm not telling you what to do. Signals are not bad, but they're not good as well, okay? So there's sides to this thing. So I just mention what I think are the advantages and what I think are the disadvantages of taking signals. So advantages of taking signals, number 1, if you're an amateur trader, then it's a good way to make a few dollars here and there. And actually, sometimes you find that these amateur traders really make money on the first move, because you might really catch a great signal. You know, your experienced trader might call a trade which actually is a really good trade, and since you've trusted this person as a signal provider, then most of the guys you find, they go all in, and once in a while the trade might go amazingly, okay? So you'll end up probably making a lot of money, but this is not sustainable, okay? Because the market is not a predictable thing. You cannot say that if this guy calls out the trade, it's going to go that way, as in, because ideally every trader out there makes losses, okay? So your signals are going to be as good as the trader, okay? And also what I think is you know, when a signal provider, you know, offers that signal, they could call out a trade and you're not on the phone. So you come and see that he or she has called out the trade while the trade has already moved. You end up probably getting into the trade too late, and then if the retracement happens, then probably wipes your account or just puts you in a really huge loss, because your risk reward, it's not adding up. So I think that's part of the disadvantages of like taking signals. The trade might have really moved past the ideal point where that guy called out the trade for you to enter. So that's something to consider. You know, are you going to be on the phone when this guy? Because ideally, you know, you cannot always be taking trades at a certain time. A setup might appear anytime, anywhere. So unless you're on the phone always, you're probably going to miss some of these signals. Another thing I think is, let me just finish up with the advantages real quick. So it takes the analysis stress away, because ideally it's not you doing the analysis. Your work is just to execute what the trade, what the signal provider has put for you to do. And the other thing is, it takes your emotions away, which is a great thing for a trader, because, you know, if your signal provider is someone that you believed in, say your mentor or something, it's easier for you to take out your emotions, because, you know, even if this trade doesn't appear to have gone correctly when he called out the trade, you're sure that there's something he must have seen that you probably haven't seen as an amateur trader. So it's more likely for you to take the trade, and sometimes actually the trade comes out really well, and you make your money. But amongst the disadvantages, the number 1 thing which I insist is the fact that you're not going to be a good trader. If you take signals from someone, then you probably don't understand why they did what they did, why they took that trade, what they saw on the chart. Some of these guys, you know, if you're taking signals, then at least make sure you're on the charts as well. When the signal provider calls out a trade, go onto the charts and check what you think he might have seen. And yeah, at least that will help you in your trading journey. But if you're that person who just sits on your MetaTrader, waits for the signal provider to call a trade, and then you take the trade, then ideally you're not going to become a trader. you're just going to become like a bot, someone taking in instructions and executing. Okay, so it's up to you to decide. Also, entries are always based on risk reward. So as I've said, if you execute the trade quite later than when the signal provider had called it out, then you probably won't have a good risk reward ratio, and during some of these pullbacks you might end up losing your account or blowing a lot of money, and then it's not wise. Also, it's really easy to lose money because some of these signal providers, they've just probably done this for 2 days and they want to make quick money off your subscription. Okay, I am not cheating on anyone, but yeah, it is what it is, man. Some of these guys are making money from your signal subscription fee. They're probably not good traders. Okay, so also be careful who you're giving your money to and who you trust your Forex account with. Okay, so lastly, which I wouldn't say this is a shortcut per se, but it is one of the ways that people use to accelerate their journey into Forex trading, and that is taking courses. So what are courses? Courses basically refer to content that has been put together by a more experienced Forex trader. So based on what he's come across on his Forex journey, probably the patterns, the various things that he looks out for. So he maybe compiles all of that into something that can be read, something that you can go through. So basically, I wouldn't say courses are a bad thing. It's a really good way for you to get into the Forex thing, especially if you're a beginner, because ideally you're getting information from a more knowledgeable person. Okay, so courses, I wouldn't really put them as a bad thing because they really put you into the space of being able to trade Forex. Some of us actually we went through free Forex courses on Baby Pips. Okay, I personally have never invested like into buying a course because I believe like I really had to put the time into the charts. But for those people who want to understand the Forex market and they want to get into this thing in a much quicker way, then courses are a great way to get into it. One thing, however, that you need to know about courses is some of these courses might actually end up being quite expensive, and what you'll find there is probably something that you would find free on YouTube or on a particular website like babypips.com. Yeah, so I'm not really sure about courses because I've never taken any of those, so I'm really not going to say anything about anyone's course, but I believe most of the content that is on these courses is probably free on YouTube or on Google. Okay, so it's up to you as a beginner trader to decide where do you want to start, how do you want to go, how do you want to carry along your Forex career and like investing into your skill. Are you the kind of person who wants to like get into this thing and just start making money fast, like you're taking a shortcut, taking signals and whatnot, or you're the person who wants to invest their time learning the skill, just honing the craft, staying on the charts, understanding the market movement, back testing, sharpening your strategy, all of those good things that eventually make you a good trader, such that 3 years down the line you can be able to create your own course, you can be able to offer signals. So that ideally is what I would recommend for anyone who really wants to get into this to follow. So that's been it from me. Yeah, don't forget to like, of course, subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't, turn on the notification bell so that you can be getting updated every time I upload such videos. And I hope this one has actually been informative. Please guys, share with your friends, let them know about this, because I feel like currently people are really starting to invest their money into various things. Please don't get scammed. Don't get into those shady deals. Don't get into things which will end up taking your money. Please, if you really need to invest into Forex, just know that you have to go the long way, the hard way, but the better way. Okay, so cheers guys, see you in the next video.